Hi everyone, I'm Lovely with another Bright Line Eating vlog. It is the day starting my 7th week, and I want to talk about the big meal food prep thing on the weekends. I had a really hard time with it yesterday. I was really fatigued. I haven't been sleeping well here and there, although overall sleeping better than there is a slight improvement of my sleep, which has always been a challenge. Um, but I was really tired yesterday, and I didn't do much. I went out for an errand in the morning, 2 errands. Then we came home, and I've got to make the big meal. I was making sauce and meatballs and an eggplant parm meal, so it was like, hours. The sauce takes 2 hours, and that's just cooking, not preparing the meatballs or whatever. And so I got home and I was like, I'm exhausted. So I was like, I'll take a nap. I took a nap, and naps under 3 hours for me are like so painful to get up from. So I set my alarm because I knew that I would sleep forever, and an hour, 10 minutes went by, and I was like, snooze, snooze, snooze. So I got up in like an hour and 45 minutes, and still felt exhausted and pain. And I was like, is there any way I could make this meal another time? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no, you can't. This is your time. Like, this was Saturday, and today's Sunday, and I'm actually going to see Hamilton today, and, that's a big production to get there. So, I had to do it. So I was like, all right, I'll force myself. I'll just force myself. And I was like mad. I'm making the food. And because I'm so tired, I'm dropping things all over the place. I mean, I dropped the worst thing I could drop. I have these hot red pepper flakes from Italy, and I dropped them all over this little mini shelf I have that kind of rolls out and rolls back in between my counter and my stove. And what's on that shelf? Oh, like every single like spray and oil and vinegar and blah 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 that I have. So first of all, I lost half of my pods, which are from Italy that I hand imported. And the other thing is the pods are everywhere. And you can't touch them and touch any orifice because it will put your body on fire. Made that mistake when I was in Italy. So I had to like clean it up like a hazmat, like in a hazmat suit practically, it felt like. And that was just one of the 2, 3 more spills I did. But, I made the meal, and so I think what I'm looking for answers to is how can I still make like a lot of food, and prep ahead of time, but have it not be so painful and involved. And I know part of this is like part of it is me and like my foodiness of like, oh, I've got to make the most amazing blah blah blah. And I could make it simpler, but I like I rage against the simple, and then it bites me in the foot. That doesn't make sense. You know what I mean. So, yeah. Going into week 7, I have I ate my eggplant parm yesterday. I have 7 meals more prepped and in containers. I put 2 of them in the freezer. And I'm glad it's done. I'm not glad I did it because it was so painful, but I'm glad it's done. I really am looking to like make yummy food that I'm going to really love and enjoy, but that isn't so extensive. And yeah. And I mean, I even pre-did most of the eggplant. I already had that. That was already grilled. I had grilled it ahead of time, and it was in a bag, and it was in the fridge. So I think maybe I just need to do it in more stages. Anyway, I just needed to share that and hope for some support from all the community. Thanks for listening. I'm Lovely, and so are you. Have a great weekend.